Hey, it's Valentine's week and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. This is a love celebration week. But how do you know you find the one? So in today's video, Cece and I, we're going to talk about some of the things, some of the feelings that may help you figure out when you get the one. So stay tuned.
Friends, welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast. I am your host, Cece, and I'm joined by my husband, my other host.
Hey, right, this is Will, and welcome to the Blissology podcast. If it's your first time joining us, welcome, and please remember to subscribe. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about
love, life, relationship, and
whatever else is going on in the world.
Yes.
This week, it's Valentine's.
This month is Valentine's, right?
Tomorrow is Valentine's.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so buckle up. We got some juicy for you guys today. So let's get into our blissful moment, babe. So what's going on? What is your blissful moment?
I worked all week.
Okay.
Not at work, at the house.
Yes, you've been on vacation.
Took a vacation to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you ever heard this? Someone takes a vacation to work.
Well,
but yes, I did.
Yes,
I took on a project, and my kids are happy with it. I redid the bathroom. But that's aside the point. Today is our wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary, dog.
Happy anniversary, babe.
You've been hassling me for a while now.
11 years.
Woo!
Yes. I mean, it's fun. It's been fun.
Whole years.
11 years married, but been together for, 16 years? So, yeah. Can you imagine being with one person for that long? I mean, I guess that's how you know that, they're the one.
Our parents have been together for over 40 years.
Yes. So we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go, and it's going to be a long ride. But yeah, today's our anniversary, and today's Saturday, and we got married on Saturday. So I can't remember the last time our anniversary falls on a Saturday.
You know what? You're right.
Yes.
I can't recall. It had to have at one point, but I can't recall when the last time it actually fell on a Saturday. But we are blessed.
We are blessed.
Yes.
And that we are grateful to have
each other.
Exactly. So guys, what we want to talk about today is, how do you know that you found the one? How do you know that he is the one? How do you know?
How do I know I'm the one?
How do you know?
You married me.
You know what, baby? How did you know that I was the one?
I didn't know. I took a leap of faith.
Oh.
I said, this girl, I'm going to take it. No, I
was like, whoa, hold up. Okay.
Well, a commitment to spend the rest of your life with someone. It is part of it is based on faith. However, there are certain feelings that you would get. It starts with comfort. It starts with imagining your life with this person. It starts with thinking about this person. But it's something you grow into, though, because It's not something that happened, the first time you meet this person.
But it can happen. There's first love. There's
attraction.
Okay. That's what you're going to say, baby.
Let's say this. Hey, listen, I've seen shows on TV where it was like married at first sight.
But it does happen in real life too, right? I don't think you know that, but it does happen
we live
in real life.
a world where I think anything is possible. So I'm not going to fight the fact that it can't happen. I'm sure it could happen. I haven't met anyone who's actually fell in love
at first sight. I
haven't met someone. But I'm not going to say it can't happen.
Well, you got to ask. There could be someone out there that actually
I'm sure there is.
Married,
but how do you go around and ask this? You go around and ask this person, hey, listen, did you fall in love at first sight?
Yeah, I know you guys. I got to ask my mom. I got to ask my mom or my mother-in-law and say, was it the first, was it like, when you first saw your husband, was it like, yes, that's it? He's the one.
Back in the days,
you didn't have a choice.
When they do those arranged marriages, no, our parents, I think It didn't happen
my
for them.
parents didn't go through that.
But yes, I could see. And this wasn't love, though. When they arrange your marriage, they just give you a spouse. And you just take
You have
take
no
her
choice.
or take him.
Yes.
Hopefully you grow to love this person.
Well, actually, I
Sometimes
know
you don't.
people actually from different country that actually been married to their spouse for 15 years plus. This lady that, we used to work together, and that's how it happened with her. And they've been together for like 15 years.
Yeah, if you spend enough time with
So-
someone, you will grow to tolerate this person in love.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Like, okay, no, I don't want to. Like, well, you have a choice. This is it. But I wonder what would happen if I said I don't want to. Just wondering what exactly would have happened. Let me know. Leave us a comment below if you know anyone that was like, no, take them back, But in serious note, guys, for those of you who are single, I know you probably wonder, like, how do I know, CC, if this guy is the one for me? He may look cute. He may have some potentials. We have chemistries together. But then I don't know if he is really that guy. Right, babe? There has to be something. Like, let me tell you, the way that I knew that he was the one, it was just simple. I would have butterflies all the time. And whenever I talked to him, I would want to talk to him more. And, when I go to church, I would want to see him at the church. When I go to the meetings, I look forward to seeing him, at night when we talk, at night. And I would not want to get off the phone. Although he's like, okay, babe, I got to go to bed. It's like, it's 12 o'clock. I got to go to bed. It's like you want more of that person. You can't imagine your life without that person. You're like dating and you're already thinking of, man, I could see him be the father of my kids. Or, you having this ideas of, a family together. And you just like know deep down inside, this is like the person for you. Yeah, like I knew Will was the one, like just by talking and the welcoming that he received from my parents, my brother. It was just so natural, not forced, not like,
Experience was obviously a bit more detailed than mine. See, for guys, many of us, there's some of these feelings that ladies experience, we don't experience.
But there's some guys out there who just just like the ladies. There's some guys out there who's
sure
very,
they are.
they
sure
feel like
are.
they can't live without a girl,
And yes, I mean, when you're in love with someone, you can't imagine your life without this person. You feel that attachment, you feel that joy. I mean, a lot of these feelings will come up. Pay attention to these little things, because love sometimes we expect it to be this big stuff that happens and it'll be right in your face for you to see. But no, sometimes it's the little things, the little moments, the little feelings that comes up when you're spending time together, or when you're away from each other. How much you miss this person will help you realize that there's that connection that needs that you have to maintain between you two. And finding no one doesn't mean it's happily ever after life. That like sometimes you'll read in the in these
The fairy
stories,
tale.
in these fairy tales. Love is about acceptance and tolerance. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to maybe let your flaws be shown.
Yes.
When you get to that point where you can let your flaws be out there with someone, you've gone to a different level with this person. But that joy piece is there, that happiness piece is there, and wanting to share, because love is a lot about sharing, wanting to share every bit of your moments. Now, I'm not the type that tells everything, but she tells all.
You're not. I gotta listen, when it comes to talk to you, I have to pull it out of you. So what happened? How do you feel? It's good to share those feelings. It's good to share those, emotions with your spouse, with your friend, with your girlfriends or whoever that person is to you. So I truly feel that, and there's other things that happen too in between, right? where you go out on movies and go to the park and just have that bonding moment together. You laugh at every joke that he makes, even though you know it's not funny. That was you used to do that. Okay,
Laugh at your
he
joke.
would.
You could never
He
tell
would
jokes.
he would
I
tell
know.
jokes, and the jokes may not be as funny, but then because I'm like, I don't want to embarrass him. I don't want him to feel like he. So I'm just gonna laugh at it. Ha ha ha. And then that's love. Even though it's not funny, but you still laugh. You just gotta show the person that you appreciate you. I appreciate you telling me the joke, even though it's not funny. But
All my jokes are always funny.
no, but it's just the thing is too when you comfortable. I know there's people out there who's been married for so long that just let loose around their spouse, right? They just do whatever. They not holding anything. And I was telling my husband that I just can't. When it comes to me, I feel like as a ladies, there's certain things you can't let go. You gotta still be able to keep that,
And that's okay. We know we all have a level of comfort. Just because we can't let loose, that doesn't mean you don't love. But I think when someone's dating someone, one thing that you can look at yourself to see how comfortable you are, because there are certain things that we're taught not to do
or not to say.
In front of others. But when you're planning on sharing your life with someone,
Yeah.
you get so comfortable that you could do these things. Now, if you find that you are comfortable at maybe passing gas,
I'm not.
some people may say it disrespectful, but
It is.
if you're comfortable, maybe it's an accident and it happens. Not that you're purposely going to do it, but if it happens, you don't feel so embarrassed.
I would feel embarrassed.
And obviously, I'm using that as an example.
I just don't think.
I'm using that as an
I
example.
do hear. I know you are me, but I do hear some ladies say they let it out. They just let, and I'm like, just go to the bathroom. There's some stuff. To me personally, there's some stuff. Even if you've been with this person for like 100 years. You can't just pass some guys out. It's just so not ladylike. I don't care what you tell me, what you said about me. It's just not right. Okay? Go. Listen, it's not right. My husband sometimes he's like, it's okay to just let it out. You may think it's okay, but I know that I'm not comfortable doing it. I know my mom is the same way. And there's some ladies that are like the same ways. They don't think it's comfortable to just let it out, in front of their husband.
We all are comfortable with what we do. What I was saying is that if you're at the stage where where something like this could happen and you don't feel crazy embarrassed, that may be a sign that, you know what, I am very comfortable with this person. I could see myself cohabiting with this person. And there's a number of other things that could happen. Maybe sharing something embarrassing about yourself, or not being afraid to let your true feelings shows.
Right.
Because those are the things that will help you realize.
And yes, I agree with what you just said. And I think also too, just being yourself around that person, right? Because a lot of times where we're not being ourselves, we're just holding something back. And the moment that you feel like, man, I can be myself around this guy or around this girl. I don't have to pretend like I'm someone else. I don't have to pretend that I'm like this rich guy or this bougie girl. I just can be myself by going to Walmart or do whatever. So that's definitely important. When you just like yourself around that person, it just makes you feel like, man, if I can be myself around this guy, then yeah.
And this is where the comfort comes into play. And obviously when you've learned little things about this person where you can at any given moment being able to pick up maybe their favorite food, or maybe something that's very dear to them. Maybe something that had happened in the past that they shared with you. You find that stuck to your memory. That means you deeply care about this person.
Right.
So a lot of these little things that does happen, it helps you realize that this person is important to you. It's important to you, and obviously there's those other feelings that comes with it. I mentioned earlier, you imagine yourself being with this person. You realize how much you miss this person when you're away from them. You're proud to tell people of who this person is, and we're not afraid to let people know how they make us feel, just like we're not afraid to let that person know, the girlfriend or the spouse, know how they make us feel, because those are vulnerable moments for us as men, to be able to let our feelings be, to share our feelings. When you're at the stage where you can share those feelings with that person, that's a sign you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting, and obviously if you're not afraid to meet the parents,
Oh boy.
you're not afraid to go and have a sit down. You know the
Yes.
rest
How
of the
was
family.
your sit down, baby?
It was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I think your parents saw the type of person I was, and I saw the type of person they were. They didn't have any issues with me, and obviously this is not something that had happened after we dated for a couple of months. They got to know who I was.
Yes, we did it for 5 years, 6 years,
way before that time. So there wasn't a moment of surprise for neither myself nor them. And these
they
are
were
the
like,
things.
listen, what took you so long? Okay. You've been dating my daughter for 6 years. So yes.
I mean, but yes, when you don't have any issues meeting that person's family, that's a sign that you really see your future with this person. And all these little things, when you kind of put them all together, you realize that yes, those are all signs that I deeply care about this person, and when you deeply care, this is almost synonymous with love, because love is caring.
I was just about to say, you're deeply in love with this person. I understand care, because the ladies, we like to hear either when you care for someone, just say I care for a dog, a cat, or whatever. But when you said I deeply care versus I am deeply in love with this person, it's two different things. Well, it may not be to you, but it is to us, the ladies. We want to know how you really feel. Are you in love, or you just care for me? I can care for a doll. I can care for something, right? But there's a difference between when you love that person. Yes, I'm deeply in love with her or him. I need to be able to get it going. So yes,
I agree. I absolutely agree. The choice, whichever words we use to call it or describe it, it's an internal feeling. And it's a feeling. Sometimes we don't have a way to explain what the feeling is, because love sometimes could be the most confusing things to some of us. We just can't put it into words, but we know that it's there. And we do whatever is necessary to actually put it. And when we can finally put it into word, obviously we'll express it, but sometimes the actions will speak. And you got to look to see how you act around this person, because sometimes you'll do things for this person that you wouldn't do for yourself. Those are signs that, yeah, you probably in love.
right.
You ready to defend this person. If anything is being done or being said about this person, you're ready to defend them. That's a sign you're probably in love.
Yes, definitely. And I gotta ask you this too, as a man. I wanna get your opinion on this. Do you feel like when someone is saying "I love you," do you feel like the woman should say it first versus the man?
To me, I don't think it makes a difference who says it first, because it's not a competition.
I know it's not a competition, but what I'm saying is, I know to you guys, it may not seem as hard to say, right? But to us ladies, I mean, let me speak for myself. I like what my husband said to me when we were dating. I think you the one that you said it first. When you said I love you, that's like all the butterflies, all the stuff that I was feeling for you kind of like confirm that the fact that you love me. All the feelings that I've been getting, that I've been having for him, yes, he just confirmed it by saying I love you.
Like I said, I don't think it makes a difference to me who says it first, but if someone says it, make sure you mean it.
Right.
I've heard people use this word like it's, I love you and I'll do anything for you, and they don't mean a thing of it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and this is where I don't think
but it's good to say it to your partner.
It's good to say it, but are we saying it just for the sake of saying it, or are we saying it because we mean it?
But I think when you love that person really, and you said I love you, and you keep saying it over and over time, it becomes, the love grows a lot more. Yes, I think it's truly important when you with someone, you use the word, you let them know that you love them and that I appreciate you. And it just sounds so nice when you hear from your man, right? Love you. Stop it. For real. It just sounds so, because some guys sometimes they feel like they're too macho. What they call it, right? Macho man.
I don't know.
They're too like, I shouldn't be saying I love you to this woman, But it's good to, we've been married for 11 years, and we still say it to each other, in the morning.
Well, yes.
At night, and whenever we talk on the phone. And I think it's not just, we're not saying it because it's just, now I feel like it just become part of what we do. It's just like you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you shower, and this is part of what we do every day and what we say.
Yes, it's become part of our routines. It still carries some significance in our days.
Yes.
Because routines could just be something that I have to do. I just keep doing it. No. We do it because it still makes sense for us to do, because we want to keep reaffirming our feelings for each other.
Yeah.
And do whatever we can to express it. Now, saying I love you is one thing, but the actions and how we treat each other is another thing. And that's something we have to keep a close eye on, because there are people that may be waking up every day and saying they love each other, but man, this is that's it. There's nothing else.
True.
Right?
True.
In a relationship, whether you're starting out, one thing I say is allow yourself to be. Meaning that allow yourself to be in the relationship. Allow yourself to learn about this person and give this person the opportunity to learn about you.
Right.
Because that's how you're going to grow and develop into falling in love with each other. Because, yes, I know we started talking about love at first sight. I'm sure it exists out there somewhere.
Yes, it's out there.
But it's
you don't believe in
difficult.
it.
It's difficult to love what you don't know or who you don't know. Because when you say you love this person, you know what they're like, you know what pleases them, you know what hurts them, and they know the same thing for you. So when you say you love, you in. You know everything there is to know, and you're willing to do whatever else that you need to do just to make sure you can grow with this person. And that's difficult to do if you have no idea who this person is. Right? So when you're in a relationship, just allow yourself and be vulnerable. If it's someone you're really feeling, if it's a girl you're really feeling her, allow yourself to be vulnerable around her. If it's a man, be vulnerable, because in vulnerability, people sees your true self. And if someone's going to love me, I'd rather have them love me for who I am than for whom I pretended to be. Because eventually my real self is going to come out and you're going to hate it.
You're not going to like it.
So I'd rather have you just have me the way I am. And make this person feel comfortable around you. That's one thing. Love is not judgmental. So you sometimes have to take a neutral stand to allow yourself to understand, as opposed to being understood. Sometimes it's very easy for us to tell people as opposed to allow ourselves to understand what's going on. So when you're in a relationship, allow yourself to be that way, because that will allow you to learn a whole lot more about this person. And if it comes point where you have to advise, you can advise based on the right information as opposed to assumption.
Yeah, that was a mouthful you just said. But yeah, absolutely. To wrap it up, guys, it's Valentine's Day, okay? Let's make sure that you go out this weekend. Like I said last time on the previous podcast, if you don't have a loved one, if you like a single girl on Valentine's Day, it's okay to go out and get yourself something. Get yourself some chocolate. Get yourself a card, because self-love matters, right? Self-love is important. Listen, it's Valentine's weekend again. I'm really excited, not because of Valentine's Day, but I'm really excited because of our anniversary. I look forward to our anniversary because
it's a special time.
It's a special day, and I look forward to him make me a nice steak with something else. I don't know what he's cooking this year, but he always make me something. And
cooking some chicken.
So no, I don't want chicken. He knows I don't like chicken like that. So whatever you're doing this weekend, do it with love. Don't get mad. Don't get sad. Get you some. Okay. You know what I mean? You got me. So definitely, as you can see, I got my braids on and I am loving it. I'm loving myself. I told my husband, I'm doing this for me. It's not, for him. But then, of course, he loved it. He he's really in love with the braids. Before we wrap it up, guys, again, happy Valentine's Day. Take care of yourself. Reach out to him or reach out to her if you feel like there's a connection, there's some chemistry between you two. Make it happen, right? Make it happen on my anniversary, on our anniversary. Huh?
I love you.
Stop. I love you too. So make it happen. He's trying to tell me wrap it up, and I know he's trying to tell me, come on, baby, wrap it up. We gotta go party. So party I do, like I said earlier. So yes, it's just reach out. You like the girl, call her. We make it happen. We're not expert. We want to make sure that you not missing out in life in general. So anything else, baby?
No, you said it all. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. For those of you who's joined us for the first time, welcome. I hope this podcast gave you some information around how could you tell if that person is for you.
Yes.
Please remember to subscribe. Those of you who's been with us since the beginning, thank you. Just continue to support the channel. The notification bell, definitely make sure you click on it so you can be notified when these videos are published. And remember to check us out. Obviously, you're looking at us on YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, and TuneIns. You can listen to us on those channels. And until next time, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And we will see you next Saturday. Peace.
Bye.